What's going on, family? This is the Royal Minds podcast with your host, Mr. Royal Minds, Durrelle Willis. But the thing is, today, I got my number one guest, my favorite guest of all time, Mr. Lonzie Rattler, the Creative Financing King. How you doing, sir?
Well, I'm very honored to be on the Royal Minds podcast here. Such an honor to see you grow. Now we here. Putting on a good podcast for those out there who might need to be seeking this information.
Yeah.
This is the dope podcast. So for those who watching, like, comment, share, subscribe to this podcast, share it out to someone who might need to hear it, right? So I'm gonna pass the mic to you, really, go ahead.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and start it off. With the podcast, what we're doing is helping to change people's mindsets. We're challenging your mindset to show you a different perception of success. With each guest that I have on here, each person will tell you their own separate journeys of how they became successful. So, let me kick it off with you, sir.
Yeah.
So the question I gotta ask you is, how did you find the success that you have today?
It was definitely with trial and error. So the good thing about me is that I never had no real estate background, never knew anything about a transaction, never even knew how to even purchase a property. So it was really through, I kept asking questions, right? I'm asking different people, family members, how do you get involved? A lot of family members renting properties right now, so they don't understand how to even buy a house. So then I just kept reaching out to those who was in the game, trying to really learn real estate through them, and they really wasn't teaching me nothing because a lot of times you gotta pay, like you gotta pay just to get involved. So of course I went through an investment company that showed me how to buy properties from start to finish, even sell it, right? And here I am today.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's crazy because like you said, you really didn't have no background in this.
No, not at all, not at all. Didn't even know how to even, I didn't even know how to put a doorknob on. But now, I'm serious. But now through trial and error, especially learning, walking through different projects with different contractors, it gave me that experience of, I know how to do it now.
Okay, so with everything just falling in your lap, like what made you keep wanting to go after real estate even though you knew nothing about it?
So of course we hear all the time, it's huge checks, huge returns.
Yeah.
So I think I got into real estate for the money.
Okay.
And I was the wrong way because this is a relationship business.
Gotcha.
So you would never sustain success thinking about just money.
Gotcha.
If you get into a career, I don't care what career it is, and you like, well, I'm wrapped on in the money, and you're not into it about relationships, or you're not passionate about that, like you're going to end up crashing and burning. So I lost thousands of dollars in real estate because I was into it about the money.
So, hold on, say that for me again.
Yeah.
You said you lost thousands in real estate.
Yeah, I lost thousands of dollars in real estate.
All because your mindset wasn't on basically helping somebody and seeing how you could have them help them type stuff.
Yeah, it was, so as I stated, like it was all about the money. It was like, okay, cool. I'm seeing cats closing $20,000, $30,000 deals. I'm like, I want that. I don't want the service of the business. So I had to reprogram my mind and really learn the service side of the game and not just talk about just the transaction.
So with you shifting your mindset to the service side of the game, like what was that challenge like?
So I learned the service side of the game when I got my license, my real estate license. So that was the service side of the game, and I'm like, this is a little bit different. It was a lot slower. The check's not as big as the investment side, but it slowed me down to really realize, like, okay, at this point, you know how to do transactions, like you know how to go get the checks.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to build relationships.
Okay.
So your business can always sustain.
So with that right there, would you say one of the key elements for success is building a relationship?
Oh yeah, 100% of the time. I say 90% of businesses is built from relationships.
Okay.
Yeah, like you need a relationship because you never know who that person knows or who that person can open up the door for. So build relationships first.
So it's all about that connection.
All about connection. All about connection.
See, because a lot of people, from what I've understood about business, like you said, a lot of people get into it just for the money aspect of things.
Yeah.
And then that right there, it trickles down to their success, to where they don't make the big numbers, like you said, or they don't reach that magnitude of success that they want.
Yeah.
So even with that, how you said you learned a lot of what you know to a degree from getting your license and everything, getting licensed in real estate, becoming a realtor.
Yeah.
So what made you transition into being more so an investor and becoming a creative financing king?
So we'll definitely transition from the realtor side to the investment.
Yeah.
So I came in strictly doing investment. So
Okay.
when I got my license though, it definitely showed me I was missing that missing piece. It was like, okay, because you can go out there, you can buy houses and you can flip it, or you can hold them, or you can do like whatever you want to do to them. But when I got my license, it showed me the real legal side.
Okay.
It was like, okay, it's certain wording that you put into documentation to make that paper work for you.
Gotcha.
And they don't really show you that legal side of the game until you're in trouble, right? So when you get in trouble, it's like, okay, cool. Well, I should have seeked out legal counsel, right? So that's the side of the game where they don't really teach you. Like, they don't really tell you. Like, they show you how to write contracts and buy property, but they don't show you the legal side. And the legal side, came from the realtor end of the aspect of the game.
Yeah. So pretty much like you were just saying, like, a lot of people don't tell you about the bumps and the bruises until you gotta learn about it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, with you sitting here today, how did you take your bumps and bruises, but you still can find a way to smile, but not only that, still make the big checks? Like, how is that?
So a lot of that, it comes from building out a team, right? Because I don't know just about everything, but I know enough, right? So sometimes I lean on mentors or different people that's in the real estate industry who's doing what I'm doing, and just ask questions.
Got you.
Yeah, just ask.
So, like you just said, with building out your team, what was that process like?
So that process, building out a team is very tough, because not only that you have people under you, but you got to make sure that them people, they eat, right? So if you not eating, your team not eating. So you got to make sure that before you build out a team, make sure that you eating first, right? And then it trickles down to your team members.
So now I need you to run that back, because I know a lot of people that's watching this might not understand that. They might not understand that fact that, like you just said, everybody got to eat.
Yeah, everybody got to eat.
So it's like, what type of, not even system, what type of energy has to be around you in order to create that?
So one, it got to be positive vibes, right? Everybody got to be on the same page. And then for number two, I say it have to be some type of loyalty in the game. You just not going to build a team out with people who don't respect you, with people who don't is no trust involved. So once you build that team out, and you making sure everybody eating, then they'll stay around forever. They'll stay forever.
Man, listen. See, what I'm loving is you just dropping a lot of personal gems for us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the thing that people not understanding is just how, let me see how I say it, how humble you being, just sitting here talking with me, having this conversation.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like you said, building out that team is very important.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a key element to success. But a lot of us feel that we got to be self-made, or we got to do it all on our own.
That's a lie. That's a lie, because nobody's making it on their own. Like, you need a team, period.
So, okay, with you saying that that's a lie, dig into that a little bit deeper for me.
For those who just self-centered and think that they just going to make it on their own, they will be the ones that are going to be working forever. Like, literally, because you got to play every position. So you got to be the person who buying the property. You got to be the person who fixing up the property. You got to be the person who's selling the property. You got to wear all these different hats. So at some time, you're going to be always working.
So in order to let go of all the hard work, you got to put people in place to do that for you.
You have to, it just that's how businesses are ran.
Okay.
Right? You don't see I'm gonna use somebody like, you don't see Sam Walton kids in Walmart still at the cashier.
No.
Like they're not. Like they're not doing it. So they got people in place, right?
Yeah.
It's the same way. It's the same way in business. Like you're going to need a team. You're going to have to make sure that everybody is eating around you in order to build that team up.
Okay. So the next question that I really want to ask you is not only about how you just said building a team up for business, but how do you transition that energy into your personal life?
So don't take none of this to the home. I mean, like none of your business should go home, right? It should have an ending point. So at that ending point is like, okay, cool. At 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm done. I'm at home with the kids, with the wife at that point. So you cannot take business home with you.
Got you. So basically, you got to find that balance.
Yeah, you definitely need balance, and a lot of times, if you don't have the balance, like you got to create that balance.
Got you.
At that point.
See, the reason I'm asking you this is because
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that balance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, if I don't find the balance, I know I'm gonna get my head knocked off at the
Yeah,
crib.
man. So you gotta definitely create the balance. So it's going to be you and the wife. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to go over a schedule and say, hey, baby, look, I'm not available at this time. I have this time, this, and look at each other's schedules and then get on each other's schedule and say, at this time, all phones are off. Like
Okay.
just us.
All right. So then another question that I have for you is, let me see how I put it for you. Okay. With a lot of times, how a lot of people they trying to work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then they trying to make their dreams come true. At any point in your process, did you have to go through that?
So I say a little bit yeah and no, because I was licensed welder, cold turkey just quit. And not really knowing nothing about real estate, it was very hard. I wouldn't recommend nobody just quitting like that. But however, it will shape you, like it will, because you got to find ways to eat at that point. So it's like now you all in because you don't have no income coming in.
Man.
Yeah, so I wouldn't advise nobody to quit cold turkey, especially build your side business while you're still active, like you still got an active income.
Okay.
Once that side business always an active income, go ahead and quit.
All right. So, like you just said, you don't want nobody to quit cold turkey. So, how do somebody get over that? Some people have that feeling of like in their stomach, like, man, I ain't supposed to be here.
Right.
Like, this shit just ain't working.
Right.
This just ain't for me.
Right.
So, how do they transition that mindset?
I say get around like-minded people, right? So, get around somebody who's been around the block a couple times, right? So, ask them questions, right? Because like success look good, right? It looks good on the surface level, but when you dig deep,
Yeah.
it's a lot that people are doing behind the scenes that a lot of people that they just don't know. Yeah, they really don't. So you gotta get around somebody, ask a few questions, and then pivot yourself.
So pretty much what you're saying is find mentorship.
Yeah, you definitely. Anybody, man, look here. I don't care what you're doing. If you're doing selling hot dogs on the corner, or you selling popcorn, or whatever, or you selling even waters, get someone who been where you already trying to go, right? Ask questions. Pay for mentorship. I mean, because you invest in yourself at that point.
So that right there, y'all,
Yeah.
is a very big point.
Yeah.
Investing in yourself.
Yeah.
So pretty much, how much have you been put into your own education?
Thousands of dollars, like literally thousands. I mean, I didn't pay for courses. I didn't pay for just to sit in a room with people. I have volunteer work. So there are plenty of ways that you can invest in yourself.
No, hold on. You ain't finna blow past that like you ain't said.
Yeah.
So you telling me the creative financer king has done stuff for free?
Oh yeah. I didn't gave plenty of game for free. I have been on where different mentors asked me, can I present? Yeah, I did a lot of things for free. Now it's time to give me a check at that point.
So, okay, so what is it like doing something for free and then you not getting no return? Because I know for me, not saying that I have to see a return, but I kind of got to see what I'm investing in. So I know for me personally, investing into myself, I know I'm investing to me becoming a better version of myself today. than what I was yesterday for the people that I'm around.
Right.
So how does that tie in for you?
Well, so entrepreneurs, like, we need that spotlight, right? So that spotlight, it gets you in front of more clients that don't know anything about your brand. So when you putting free events on, or free seminars, or whatever the case may be, like whatever you're doing for free, right? You are leveraging the other person following. So if you got somebody who got a following 200,000, 300,000, or whatever the case may be, right? Who got a huge following, they ask you, would you speak at the seminar? Why wouldn't you? Because they already got a following that you're trying to get to. You might, so on that free event that you putting out, you might get a client. Like, you might get somebody who's looking to sell a house. Like, so you gotta always think about, how can I always stay in front of people when you are an entrepreneur?
So that right there, that's something that I didn't have to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And then just with me breaking out of my shell and everything, becoming more confident with me being in front of videos and stuff. Explain that to the people a little bit more, like getting in front of people in order to achieve success.
So a lot of entrepreneurs, what we end up tend to do, right, is we start a business. The first thing we want to do is always think about sales. Well, you got to give stuff away for free. Like, when you go to the mall, like, you always see, and when you're going to go get some food or something, like, you always see somebody out there with appetizer, right? And they got them on a little toothpick, that they give it away for free, so you can come and you can get you a meal.
Yeah, you talking about like my mans that be cleaning the shoes.
There you go.
Doing free shoes
always. Because he know the value that he had. Like, he know once he got you the first time cleaning your shoes that you want to come back. So it's the same game. So
that right there, that's another key point that I need you to speak on.
Yeah.
Value.
Yeah. Long as that you bring in value, people will reach out to you.
So dig into that a little bit deeper, because I don't think the people understand it.
Okay.
Because even with you, like you said, adding value to other people, and then you might not even get a return years down the line. Yeah. Like you just said. That part right there, like, explain how you giving value adds value to you.
So definitely, like, when you going out there and you are truly doing the business, so regardless of what type of entrepreneurship that you are doing, right? If you are truly working that business and you starting to seek mentors, or you starting to see other entrepreneurs in the game, they will start to teach you things, right? So now you getting value from them and you adding value to them. So at that point, when you start to add value, it's like, okay, what can we do together? Can we collab together? What can like, I got a free workshop coming up. Like, would you like to come on board? Or you got a free workshop, I'd love to be there. So you always have to, for one, you got to study the game. Then you got to educate yourself. Then you got to go out there and add that value to those who need you.
Man, break that playlist down again. you went a little too fast, man. Break them 4 qualities down again for me.
So one, like, you're gonna have to study the game, right? And when I mean study the game, watch who's moving, right? Then you're gonna have to educate yourself, because you studying and you watching people moving around. Now you have to educate yourself, because you don't know the ins and outs of the game. Educate yourself, and then you actually go out there and add value.
Man,
yeah,
that's a mic drop moment.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, the thing is, I don't think a lot of people understand that about business.
No, they don't.
Like, literally, I don't know if y'all understand this. I gotta look at y'all for it. What this man just broke down to y'all is literally, in simplest form, how to add value, fam.
Yeah, like, you definitely want to add that value.
Man, like,
yeah, like, you definitely want to add.
So, with adding value, just, man, you done made me go blank on my questions, man.
Ain't no problem.
Listen, it's just, I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand what this man just did. He literally just gave y'all, like, the blueprint to how to make money.
Yeah, that's the game. That's literally the game. Study it, educate yourself, and then add value.
Man, so Okay, the question I want to ask is, with you adding all the value that you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to transition into becoming the creative financing king?
So it took me a little while because I came in and wanted to do nothing but fix and flips, right? So I never knew nothing about wholesaling. I never knew nothing about wholesaling. I never knew nothing about the retail side. Never knew nothing about even buying a home or doing a birth strategy, right?
So, not to cut you off.
No, you're all right.
But what made you want to just do the fix and flips? Was it just like you said, the big return? Or?
Yeah, so that's what they promote. They promote wholesaling. They promoting going to go get a loan and buying a house. Like they promoting that.
So you talking about HGTV?
I'm talking about HGTV. They promote. They going to promote you on how to utilize your credit to get in the real estate game.
Yeah.
But there's multiple ways to get in the real estate game without never utilizing credit, like borrowing other people money. So it's so many different strategies, but that's what they promote. Like they only promoting wholesaling or fix and flip.
So hold on, you telling me right now with zero in my bank account,
Zero.
I could go make something happen?
Yeah, like you can flip contracts all day long. Like you can do that all day long. Low risk.
The reason I'm asking this is because I know a lot of people right now feel that in order to get into real estate or just to start their business,
Mm-hmm.
they have to have some type of money.
So you will have to have some type of money, and what I mean by that, I'd say marketing dollars. At that point, how do you go get leads? How do you market your property on making a sponsorship ad or something like that? How do you? So you're going to need marketing dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need money to go purchase the house? No. No, like you don't need money to go purchase no house. And I stand on that.
So you telling me we're gonna have to get together after this? Man, so you telling me that I've been not doing it wrong, but I've been working harder, not smarter this whole time.
Yeah, like you definitely working harder because like we just don't know the game, right? So we don't understand how to go out there and purchase property without using your money, without utilizing your credit. Like it's so many different ways to definitely go ahead and do that. And I do hold a course. So if those who want to get into real estate, who's looking to really study the business and get out there and start making money, I do hold seminars. I do have courses. Just shoot me a DM or get with Durrelle and he'll definitely get with me.
Man, okay. So the question that I have for you, this next one, is pretty much how you just explained it. How did you flip that switch to knowing like, bro, I don't have to have it all together in order to get into real estate or just to start making money?
So get with a mentor, because this definitely, like, this game is brutal. Like this is not for the faint heart. Like this is a brutal game.
So
get a
it's a
mentor.
blood sport.
Yeah, get a mentor.
Man, so okay, just take the people through your process almost. What do you being as successful as you are?
Mm-hmm.
What does your day look like on a day-to-day basis?
Well, on a day-to-day basis as of now, get up in the morning, pray, look at my schedule, check out emails that need to be sent out and stuff like that, and then I get the kids ready, drop them off at school, gym time. Then after gym, I'm literally inside of the office making cold calls. After I get done calling, might go door knocking, might send letters out. Then it's time for me to pick up the kids. Then I'm back at home. So yeah, that's like my day for real.
So how much time how much time do you put into your business? That's my question for you.
Probably about anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day. Yeah, like you don't need to work hard.
2 to 4?
Yeah, about 2 to 4 hours. Literally. Like you ain't gotta work super hard. Everybody don't wanna work 8, 9, 10 hours. Like you don't have to do all that.
Listen, this man just explained to y'all, you can get into real estate for the low. We're gonna start it off there.
Yeah.
Only thing it is you making sure you got, like you say, marketing dollars.
Yeah, like marketing dollars. That's all you need.
Make sure you got the marketing dollars, right? After that, what's the next step?
Is to get them. Well, if you are if you already in the game and you got marketing dollars, then get you a mentor. That's your next step. Is literally because what's going to end up happening is that you're going to think that you know the game, and you're going to start to get out there, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes that you could have avoided if you just literally got a mentor.
So pretty much your money, don't get me wrong when I say this, your money goes into your business.
Correct.
But really where your money should be going is to your education.
Yeah. Education is like you can't get around education. Like you're going to need someone to educate you. Period. I don't care what are you doing. Like doctors don't just go out there to be a doctor. They got to go to education. And you think that you're gonna start to make thousands of dollars in this game without no education? Nowhere. Like you're gonna need a mentor.
Listen, y'all, this man is dropping jewels, man. He's dropping jewels and being so humble about it. That's the crazy part that's just blowing my mind as I'm sitting here talking to him. He just dropping so many jewels and being humble about it. So with that, how do you think a lot of times that humility has gotten some of your deals done? You being able to connect with the people the way you do?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, bro, it's just you didn't bless us.
Man, I hope so. I hope that somebody out there watched this interview and then like they really tone in. I mean, tap in for real because it's so much money out here like that we are missing. So many times where I see out of state investors come back and they buy the whole block, like and this stuff is real. Like it's really happening right now. These out of state investors is got deep pockets. They out in California, they out in Arizona, they out in Washington or Oregon or whatever the case may be. Because them houses out there, like you probably get the 2-bedroom, one bath property out there for $400,000 or $500,000.
Chill out.
They take that same $400,000 and buy up everything for $10,000-$15,000 around here in Flint. So get active, man. Like get actively, and don't. And the thing I say is, don't worry about yourself as of right now. Like you don't have to go out there and go get the most fanciest car, the biggest house, the most material things. Like worry about yourself for the next 20, 30 years. What does that look like? So I'm working now for when I get 40, when I get 50, I don't have to really worry about, like I maintain the same lifestyle. So worry about 20 years from now.
Man, so you talking longevity?
Yeah, longevity, definitely.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So right now, this part of the podcast, just drop one jewel for the people out there. One jewel to success for them. Like just, if you do this, it'll transition you into success so much easier. It'll help you find success easy. What's your number one jewel on your list? Because you didn't drop so many on us today.
Well, I say pray about it first. Pray about it, and then your next step is literally find a mentor. That's what I say. Pray and a mentor.
I think it's that simple.
That's simple.
Man, so listen, man. I appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you sitting down, talking with us, dropping these jewels on us, man.
Yeah.
It has been amazing. One more time, man. I appreciate you guys for watching.
Yeah.
My guy, Lonzie Rattler, the Creative Financial King, man. Man, thank you again, sir, for being here with us today.
No problem. Anytime, man. Anytime that you need me, I'm here.
All right. Matter of fact, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on all social media platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me under Lonzie Rattler on all platforms.
Gotcha. Then you said the course and everything is available for them too.
Sure. So you can send me DMs on either one of them, and we can take you through the following steps.
Listen to me. Two of the major things this man is offering y'all right now: education and a mentor.
There you go.
Stop being stingy with your money and go out and make some money.
Make it happen.
I'm telling you. Once again, I appreciate you for coming on today, man.
Right.
Thank you again for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Once again, it's been your boy, Durrelle Willis, Mr. Roy Minds, the Creative Financing King, Mr. Lonzie Rattler. And hey, subscribe, share, and come back and watch. Peace.
Peace out.